Good morning children. Myself Jyoti Nahar from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group, Kota, and today we are going to do the revision of chapter number 10, Force and Machines. So let us start with the points to remember children. The important points to remember in this chapter are force. You all know any push or a pull is called force, and what are the effects of force? It can slow down the speed of the moving object, it can change the shape of an object, it can increase or decrease the speed of the object, and as well it can change the direction of the object. Now, what are the types of forces? There are many types of forces which are acting in nature, like gravitational force, magnetic force, muscular force, electrostatic force and frictional force. These are the forces which are acting, and which are the types of forces. We are going to discuss about frictional force in detail. Frictional force is the force which acts when two objects are in contact with each other. This is the opposing force which tries to stop or slow down the moving object. Now, what are the advantages of friction? Friction, it helps us to walk, it helps us to write. The eraser which is erasing the written down matter is erasing with the help of frictional force. And what are the disadvantages of friction? Disadvantages of friction are: friction, it heats up the machinery parts which get damaged due to heat, and many other disadvantages are also there. Now, the next one is energy. We have different forms of energy like heat energy, light energy, mechanical energy and sound energy. And then we are going to learn about simple machines. Simple machines, in simple machines we learn about different machines. Simple machines are the tools which we use in our daily lives, and they make our work easy and faster. Here we are going to learn about levers, that is first class lever, second class lever and third class lever we have discussed. Then about wheel and axle, inclined plane, screw, wedge and pulley. In this we have discussed about two types of pulleys, fixed and movable pulleys. So, this was about the summary of the chapter. Let us take up the internal questions, the bookwork and the copy work now. The internal questions of this chapter are: the first one, name the two types of mechanical energy. This question you have to write on page number 91 children, and the answer for this question is potential energy and kinetic energy. These are the two types of mechanical energy. Then the second question which you are going to write on page 92. What is lever? A lever is a rigid rod that can move freely around a fixed point. Here we have a fixed point and the lever moves about the fixed point, and this fixed point is called the fulcrum. Which simple machine is used to draw water from a well? This question is to be written on page 94, and the machine which is used to draw water from a well is fixed pulley. You must have seen a wheel with a groove, and this is used to draw water from the well, which is called the fixed pulley. Moving further, we have a small exercise which is given on page number 90. Write T for true and F for false statements. First one is: force can move a stationary object. Yes, this statement is true, because if an object is in the stationary position, it is not moving, and if I apply force to it, it will start moving. An apple from a tree falls to the ground due to friction. No children, this is a false statement, because an apple, it falls from the tree not due to friction but due to gravity. Gravitational force is pulling the apple. Pins cling to a magnet due to magnetic force. Yes, when a magnet is brought near the iron pins, it will cling to the magnet due to magnetic force. So, we are going to write T for true. Push or pull applied on an object is called force. Yes, this is the definition of force. What is force? A push or a pull applied on an object. So, this is a true statement. Friction helps us to walk easily on the road. Yes, it is friction which enables us to walk, and this friction is acting between the soles of our shoes and the road. This is the friction. Friction is enabling us with to walk on the road without slipping. So, we are going to write true over here. So, children, let us start with the book work. This is given on page number 95 of your book. The first question, tick the correct answer. Which of the following is an example of a lever? Here we are given 4 options: knife, screwdriver, slide and seesaw. Among these 4, seesaw is an example of a lever because it moves on a fixed axis. Which of the following forces attracts objects to the center of the earth? The force which attracts objects to the center of the earth is gravitational force. So, we are going to take gravity over here. Third one, which kind of force is required to push a cart? If I want to push a cart, what I have to do is I need to apply muscular force. So, we are going to take the option D, muscular force. Which of the following is a source of sound energy? Here tabla, it is a source of sound energy, rest all are not the sources of sound energy. Which of the following is an example of first class lever? In the first class lever, children, we know that fulcrum lies in the center. So, in the scissors we have the fulcrum, that is the fixed point, it lies in the center, and so we are going to take A, scissors over here. Moving further, we have the second question, fill in the blanks with the correct words. Here in the bracket we are given 2 words, we have to choose the correct one and put it in the blank provided. A dash changes the direction of force applied. A pulley is used to change the direction of force. Then second one, dash is the object on which work is done. Here we are talking about levers, and in the levers we have the load where the work is being done. Like the scissors, from where it is cutting the paper, that point is called the load. So, the third one, a plier and crowbar are examples of first class levers. In these 2, plier also and crowbar also, we have the fulcrum which lies in the center. Then mechanical energy is of 2 types, that is potential energy and kinetic energy. The last one here is dash energy helps us to see things, it is light energy which enables us to see things. Then name the following 2 examples of wedge are nail and fork. What is a wedge? It is where 2 inclined planes, they are joined in such a way that they form a sharp edge. Then 2 sources of sound energy. 2 sources of sound energy, you can write radio, horn, television is also a source of sound energy. 2 appliances that use electrical energy. We have many electrical appliances in our home that use electrical energy. We can write any 2 like fan and computer. The force which helps you to write, the force which enables us to write using a pencil is frictional force. There is a force of friction between the paper and the pen, and due to that we get the impression of the pen on the paper. 2 sources of heat energy are coal and LPG. Let us move further. We have matchups. In this you are given the image and you have to match it with the correct answer that is given on the right hand side. The first picture shows the stapler and this is an example of third class lever. Second, we have a bottle opener and this is an example of second class lever. In the third picture we have the scissors and this is an example of first class lever. Fourth picture shows the pulley and the fifth one is a knife which is an example of wedge. Next we have identify the following classes of levers and write their names below. We are given 3 kinds of levers and their fulcrum and load and effort are marked. We need to write which class lever it is. In the first one we have fulcrum at the center, so we are going to label it first class lever. In the second one load is in the center, so we are going to write second class lever. In the third one effort lies at the center, so third class lever. The next question is identify the load, effort and fulcrum in each of the following machines, and you are given the picture. You have to identify which is the fulcrum, load and effort. In the first one the scissors, it is a picture of scissors, the fulcrum is in the center, the work is being done from this side, so this is the load and effort lies at the back side. The second picture shows a nutcracker. Here load lies in the center because we keep the nut in the center part. So, load means work is being done from here, effort lies at this end and the fixed point is this one, that is fulcrum. This is a fishing rod. In this fulcrum lies at the end point. This end is called the fulcrum because we hold the fishing rod from this end and effort is being applied from the middle and the fish which is caught, that becomes the load, that is the second end of the fishing rod. Then in this we have load at the center, fulcrum is this fixed point where the wheel is attached and the effort is applied from the side next corner, that is this one is the effort. Then we come to copy work. First of all 3 definitions are there. First definition is gravitational force. What is gravitational force? It is the force that attracts objects to the center of the earth. Due to this gravity, a ball which is thrown in the sky comes down again. Then we have mechanical energy. It is the energy possessed by an object due to its position or movement. This is the energy which is possessed by virtue of its position or movement. If it is due to its position, it is potential energy, and if it is due to movement, then it is kinetic energy. Then what is fulcrum? Fulcrum is a fixed point around which a lever moves. It is the fixed point in the lever around which the lever moves. Then we have answer the following questions. First question, write 2 advantages and disadvantages of friction. Now what is friction? Friction is the opposing force which acts between 2 objects when they are in contact with each other. So what are the advantages of friction? It helps us to walk. There is a force of friction and which enables us to walk and write. This force of friction between the paper and the pen is helping us to write. So what are the disadvantages of friction? Friction can wear out soles of shoes, tires of vehicles, pencils, erasers. They get damaged day by day because of friction. They got worn out. Means what do we call? Ghis jate hain in Hindi. So these tires of vehicles, soles of shoes, our pencils and erasers, they get smaller day by day due to friction. Friction produces heat which can cause damage to machines. Due to friction between the machinery parts, heat is generated and this heat sometimes may damage the machine parts. So these are the disadvantages of friction. Then second question is, name different types of forces. The sum of the forces that we have discussed are gravitational force, magnetic force, muscular force, electrostatic force and frictional force. The third question is, what is energy? Explain any 2 forms of energy. Now what is energy? Energy is the ability to do work. Because of the energy we are able to do some work, and some forms of energy are heat energy, and this energy is obtained from sun by burning of fuels like coal, kerosene, diesel, these are burned to obtain heat energy. Then electrical energy, we get electrical energy from power stations to run appliances. All the appliances, electrical appliances that we use in our houses, they run by using electrical energy, and this electrical energy is obtained from power stations which give us the energy. Electricity is supplied to our homes through the wires. The next question we have, what is the difference between load and effort? In this, load is the object on which work is being done. From where the work is being done, that point is called the load, and while effort is the force applied on the lever, and effort is that point from which we are applying the force. Like in a scissors, the paper is being cut from one end, that becomes the load, and we are applying force on the other end, and that becomes the effort. What is an inclined plane? And give two examples of inclined plane. Now, what is an inclined plane? Inclined plane is a slope like the ramp of your houses, and two examples are ramp and slides that we have in the gardens that you use for playing. Then we have the sixth question, in which you are going to draw the diagram also. Explain the different classes of levers with examples. Here there are three classes of levers. The first class lever is a lever in which fulcrum is located between the load and the effort. Here you can see in the picture, the fulcrum is located in between the load and the effort. So, this is the diagram for the first class lever. Second class lever, load is located between the fulcrum and the effort. Here in the second class lever, we have the load located between the fulcrum and the effort. So, we are going to label this second class lever. Third class lever, effort is located between the load and the fulcrum. In the third class lever, we have the effort which is located between the load and the fulcrum. So, this type of lever where the effort is located between the load and the fulcrum is called the third class lever, and the examples of first class are plier and scissors. Examples of second class are wheelbarrow and nutcracker, and examples of third class lever are stapler and tongs. So, children, you are going to write the answer, and just in front of the answer you are going to draw the diagram which shows the first class lever, second class lever and the third class lever. So, this was all about the internal questions, copy work and book work of chapter number 10. So, revise them properly for the exams, children. Thank you.